I've never been to Canadian Opera Company before, so yes, it will be my debut. I've done a concert. I've done a few things in Canada. I did something with the Orchestra of Montreal
Yes.
years ago with the conductor Yannick. I can't even pronounce his last name. Sejouet. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes, he's hot stuff, and he's really doing a lot of stuff. A wonderful guy and a wonderful conductor, and that was my debut in Canada, probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Yes.
So going to Canada and Toronto, and I've spent a lot of time in that area before, so I'll get a chance to go back there and be there for a while. Again, performing with colleagues, it always makes it better when you're there with what I consider, my artistic family, in the sense that you go there and you keep each other healthy and happy and enjoying life, because, the life of being on the road sometimes can be a bit exhausting. So when you have people and colleagues, I think entirely half of the cast at least, I'm good friends with. Leo Verdoni is a good friend of mine. He'll be the conductor. Also, a friend, Kyle Kettleson, who went to Indiana University with me years ago. We played intramural basketball on championship basketball team. We'll be there together. Donato Di Stefano is the Do Magnifico. So those are all my buddies, and so I'm looking forward to that time in Canada.
Well, also, I'll tell you, the acoustics of the theater are superb. You'll be very pleased to know that. And then from there, you're off to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I love Cincinnati. Cincinnati is such a cool little place, isn't it?
It is, and it's my home state.
Is it really?
Yes, I'm a proud native of Youngstown, Ohio, which is the other corner of the state.
Yes.
The opposite corner, but Cincinnati, Cincinnati, I've been there before. I sang God of the Regiment with the company, and many times with the Cincinnati May Festival under Robert Porco conducting, but this time I'll get a chance.
James Conlon.
Yes, I'll get a chance to make my debut working with the maestro James Conlon, so that is something that I'm very much so looking forward to.
So have you not been in L.A.? Have you not sung in L.A. yet?
I did something with the LA Symphony with Leonard Slacken. I did Carmina Burana,
Right.
and I believe I also did. I'm going back in the annals, the archive, and trying to think. I know I've been to LA for more than one thing, but I've not debuted with the Los Angeles, the company, LA Opera. So that is one that I hope will happen. I always tell people that I'm a proud American, North American, and it's always an honor for me to sing in my home country.
Absolutely.
So I hope I get a chance for some of these theaters I've not sung in yet. I hopefully will get a chance to make my debut there and sing for the public.
Well, the years are ahead. But then once you skip over, you're off to Germany, and you're doing Barbiere.
Barbiere.
And then this concert. Now, there's a concert. Is it Denmark?
Yes.
Copenhagen.
Yes.
And now I was looking at the what you're singing in that recital. Man, I wish I was there. That's going to be you're doing everything. Nothing is getting left out. All of my favorites are in there. Oh well, I'll miss that.
I told someone that I better eat a bowl of Wheaties that morning. I better be ready for that one, because that's a pretty audacious list of arias that I've chosen. But it's one that it'll be one that I hope will be a concert that will go very, very well.
And then it's La Scala, I believe, and then Verona. Now,
Yes.
Verona's another debut, is it not?
It is. And so I've done a lot. Of course, one of my big important moments in my career thus far was going to La Scala years ago. So since then, I've performed in Rome, in Genoa, Bologna, of course, Milan several times, Rome several times, a few other places. And so going to Verona is one of the most famous theaters in Italy. So
Yes.
I'll get a chance to sing with Leo Nucci, who I made my La Scala debut with.
Excellent.
And a good friend of mine, Alexandra Korjak, will be singing with me. So that'll be fun to go to Verona and do those performances as well. And that, of course, that historic and very important theater.
Have you? Is San Carlo on the horizon?
At this point, no. The situation in Italy is a little bit, right now, is not necessarily secure. We've been trying to, of course, get some contracts to go back to Italy. Of course, I enjoy singing there. many colleagues and friends that are there, and of course, it gives me a chance to always to continue to try to perfect my Italian. But right now, with the situation, they've had a lot of cuts in the arts and stuff like that.
Right.
A few of the important theaters are more stable, but some of of course, Napoli San Carlo is very, very important theater. But right now, the situation, of course, with the number of gifted and talented Italian singers, for a foreigner to really get in there and to be there all the time, it's not necessarily as easy. So when the opportunities come, I definitely want to go there and to be singing in Italy, which again is having made my debut there. Is something it's a place that's very important for me. So
I mentioned that theater particularly because of the acoustics.
Mm-hmm.
It is known for its acoustics,
mm-hmm.
and I've been to this theater years ago and was astounded at the brilliance of the sound. This is a house for an artist who sings. So I just thought you might want to enjoy that someday. If you have an opportunity to get to the San Carlo, take whatever's playing if it's in your if it's within your range.
If they have Voton, okay, yes, no.
Voton, if it's in your range. Actually, no, we won't get into that. Well, look, I think I'll let you go because I know that you're going to have to head off to the theater soon. I thank you for taking the time to speak with us and giving us what Cessa is all about and how you see it. Again, as I said earlier, this was a seriously lucid answer, and we're going to keep this one forever, and I'll remember this. I do hope you come back and speak with us again.
Thank you so much, crew. Thank you for having me, and thank you for all that are listening.
All right, you take good care.
You too, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.